Hello, welcome to the Inner Circle Podcast. School is out for summer, but the motherfucking Inner Circle Podcast is in session. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. I am your host, Charlie. And my best friend,
Hi guys.
we made it. We made it. Well, when I say we, it's me, but I feel like you
I
lived
did
through
too.
because you're in the thick of it of the shit with me because obviously we talk and we vent to each other about our jobs and stuff. But Lord, does it feel good? Does it feel good? Does it feel good? Oh my God.
Yeah. And like it doesn't can I just say if I sound stuffy is because my allergies are kicking my ass.
How you been? How have you been? Like what's going on with you? What's the catch? What's the guy?
I've been good. I've been feeling sick. I thought I had COVID. Like in probably the beginning of the week because I felt myself having a sore throat and also like kind of TMI, but like having phlegm.
Mm-hmm.
And I just ended up like going to the doctor, going to urgent care, and trying to see like if I was COVID positive. They said I didn't. I didn't have strep. Basically, my doctor was like, "Do you suffer from bad allergies?" And I was like, "No, I'm not allergic to anything. Just fake jewelry and broke people." No, but she was like, "Well, as you get older, your allergies start getting like really bad." I was like,
It can
"Excuse
happen.
me."
Yeah.
But I would think if you're sneezing and coughing and stuff. But yeah, I was down yesterday. I was down bad the day before. But slowly I've gotten better and I'm taking like the medication and stuff. And now I have to take Zyrtec every day. But all in all, just working a lot and it's hot. This heat gives me such exhaustion. By the time that I'm like ready to go home and settle down, I'm so wound up. But
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Listen, I'm just happy.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that it's today was a day. I'm happy. We've been doing a lot. We've been doing a lot. Last week we did a few things. We even gave up an opportunity to hang out. And we would have definitely been hanging out because we chatted through our DMs with Monica Garcia from Salt Lake City. But it was just a week for us that we kind of like put that little event on pause. As you guys know, last week I went to see Chris Brown, but more on that in a few. We also last week went to see together. We went to another little event, Bravo related, with Carlos King, who was a producer for many of the housewives back in the day. He's done a lot of stuff, and now he's a producer on Reindeer Entertainment. Shout out to Carlos King. I love Carlos King. I guess I could say I'm a reindeer in a sense, but and Teresa Giudice from Real Housewives.
Is that what he calls himself? Like his people?
That's what he calls his
Audience?
fans. Yes. His audience.
Reindeers?
Yeah. Because I guess his company's Reindeer Entertainment, his production company.
Interesting.
He calls them raindrops. Raindrops. He calls them raindrops.
Raindrops.
So I guess I'm a raindrop. But no, I like Carlos King, and he's definitely funny. I definitely like him. And our girl Teresa, DJ from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We got to see them in the city, at City Winery, in Manhattan. It was fun, but sometimes I feel like we're too. I'm not even calling old ladies, just two bourgeoisie aunties that have opinions.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't agree with the auntie comment, but I feel like
bourgeoisie, yes.
Bourgeoisie to the T. But I feel like we are fans that started from the beginning, that actually have been watching since season 1, that know the inside jokes and know when she's talking about like breaking the fourth wall, about situations like Danielle Staub having the book given to her and she putting it on the table. little things like that. I don't think that the audience that came in were wholeheartedly Teresa fans. I think some of them were just fans from of Carlos King and follow his other production shows that he's produced or whatever. But I don't really think that there were a bunch of tree huggers in the house. Granted, there were a lot, like there was a standing ovation. There were people sitting near us. And I feel like there's a common etiquette when you're going to these places. You can't be fucking acting the fool. Like you could tell who's bridge and tunnel. No offense to people from Jersey, but like, yeah, when y'all come to New York, act accordingly. Stop touching people and like yelling things while people are on stage having a Q&A session.
Yeah.
The ladies that were behind us, God bless them. They were really nice, but they were like so, in the
Yeah.
words of Countess Luann, très déclassé. Like, why are you screaming and tapping my shoulder talking about I got Dolores's number? I don't care. I pay tickets to like listen to them, not to you.
Yeah. There was a lot of other people too that we actually kind of coexist with through our socials, especially on Instagram, that was there unbeknownst to me, us. Um and hopefully we have something with one of those people that happened to be there that day coming up soon. But yeah, we had a great month this Pride Month here with our guest. Barbie, shout out to Barbie, her Netflix documentary that she came on and spoke about,
Black Barbie.
It's out now, so check it out, support her. She's on there. That is
It's really
amazing.
good.
So happy for her, right?
I was watching her and I was like so emotional because I'm like, that is so cool. And obviously from us hanging out with her, I mean, are we allowed to talk about the show, the pilot thing that we did with her?
We did a little something. Let's just glaze over it. Let's be a little coy, a little but yeah, a
Okay,
little.
well, we did, we went to Hollywood and we did some Hollywood things.
Sure
And
did.
and it was fun. And I was just like, I'm here to support my friend any way, shape, or form. And like to be able to see her on Netflix, that is crazy. And to see her like months prior on The Price is Right on Paramount.
And on
She's
a
on
Shonda Rhimes produced. Shonda Rhimes is a big deal.
Shonda
Shonda Rhimes
Rhimes.
created Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, many others.
Crossroads.
And hello, I was getting there. And Britney Spears, the queen, the icon, and she's spoken nothing but great words about Britney Spears. Crossroads. So that's dope. I'm so happy for Barbie. If you haven't checked it out, Black Barbie, go check it out. Tag their socials. Make sure you mention that you love Barbie, so they know who the star of that was. And if you follow Barbie, she got her opinions too. Follow her on her Instagram. But yeah, we've been having great people on, and last week we had Jordan Calais. Shout out to him. Make sure y'all go and stream by functions. But this weekend, or actually not this weekend, but yeah, I went to see Inside Out 2. I went to see Inside Out 2, which I loved part one. It's a kids movie, but obviously the kids are being taken by the parents. So there's like a double audience that you're reaching there with the movie Inside Out. And when I seen part one, I like fell in love with it because you connected with it, although it was a cartoon. So I knew when part two came, I had to go see it, which I did. I didn't go the first 2 weekends because it has broken records. It's people are going out there, it's making money. But I went to see it finally third week out, and it introduces some new characters. I don't know if you ever seen part one, but it introduces some new characters.
I'm not a cartoon, like when it comes to movies. The
It's on
last
Disney.
movie I saw that was cartoonish like that was Sing 1.
Oh wow! I'm surprised you even watched that. I've seen it because obviously I work with kids, so I've seen it. But I'm surprised that would be the last movie.
I watched it because my mom wanted to see it because she really liked the pig, the German pig that was like singing like Lady Gaga songs. I think I don't know.
But no, I went to see it. Well, again, if you're interested, you got my credentials. So Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's a Disney Pixar movie.
Then why did you go see it in? Part one.
And part two is not coming out on Disney Plus anytime soon. They are making money. Well, maybe by the end of August or September it'll be on Disney Plus, but they're making money right now. But it introduced anxiety. The girl, if you've seen part one, the girl now is 13, so it introduced 3 new emotions: anxiety, boredom, and embarrassment. Oh wait, and one more out, another one. I forgot the and envy. It is
Mm.
just so relatable. You gotta watch it, Melanie. You really do because part one's good, and then part two, and then the story's following that it's like following her growing up. It's like it's life. It like really makes you connect. And there was a little line I told you the other day. I went out on a me date, which I've preached about on the inner circle many times, that you have to take yourself out on a date, whether in a relationship or the single, whatever. Me solo dates are very important and feel so good. So, anyways, I went out on a me date and I went to see it, and there was a line that Joy says that I didn't cry, I didn't fucking cry, but I got a little that little lump, like
The frog in your throat.
you know what I mean? I
I
got a
get
little
that
lump.
shit all the time.
Yeah, it's like it's so relatable. And again, I mean, just to announce it because it's not spoken a lot, but just like it's Pride Month, it's also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, which we've been chatting about here and there on the show because mental health is very important. Um, and I just loved it. I just loved it, and it's so crazy that the movie came out during men's mental health awareness month. And Jared Padalecki, who is actually an actor, he played Sam Winchester on one of my favorite shows,
Winchester.
Supernatural. He recently just came out saying that he checked himself into a rehab for some I love how they put the wording of it, but basically, you
Basically,
know,
yeah, and
suicidal ideas, thoughts,
ideation.
ideation. I love how they use that. I love how they use that
Well, it's
that
very, nowadays
wording
you can't say you're not, it's not politically correct to say this person committed suicide. You're supposed to
or
say,
attempted suicide type of thing.
yeah, you're supposed to say they died by suicide.
Mm.
Yeah. I learned that the hard way because someone that I work with, someone who I work with, his son died by suicide. And he corrected me. He was like, I know that you don't know because obviously this is a term now
Oh
that
wow.
has become prevalent. But back in the day, we would say committed suicide. But now I guess the politically correct term to say is died by suicide. But when it comes to like when you have suicide, you can't even say I have suicidal thoughts. You have to say I have suicide ideations.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I love Jared Padalecki has again, he plays Sam Winchester, and he was also in the Gilmore Girls. If anyone was into the Gilmore Girls,
Mm.
now I think he has this show on CW called Walker. But he's always been an advocate for mental health, even like years back during Supernatural. And I love that he's so honest to speak about it. It's very vulnerable to put yourself out there and speak about those things. Me myself, I want to open up and use this platform as well that we have to speak about that because even a lot of people look at me as like this positive ray of light. I love to give my nuggets. I love to be positive and uplift people. And I think people online, because online is like a perception, like they see certain things, like
Mhm.
we always discuss, everyone out there just puts the good things and stuff, right? I could put when I'm sad or something, but I don't want to. What I'm not seeking sympathy when I put those things and stuff. So that's why I don't share the low moments. But on this platform, I would like to talk about it. And I myself recently went through a thing where I felt, I was very low. Emotions are a very strong thing. And this is the thing with Inside Out too, is that makes you realize that it made me feel a little better that emotions are strong. Emotions are a thing. And we shouldn't feel, we all go through things and we shouldn't feel bad about having those lows. But it's about how you get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wanted to share. I actually, I had like some things here, from Inside Out, like just lessons that you learn from the movie. Um, Words matter. In the movie, she says, "You hear, I'm not good. I'm not good enough. I'm a good person. I'm kind." Words matter. The way you speak to yourself eventually becomes a voice that tells you who you are and who you can become. The words we repeatedly tell ourselves hold the power of the way we interact with others. What are the words you keep telling yourself? Are they words that are giving you hope in life? Or are they the kind of words that just kill your joy? Our emotions can be messy, and that's okay. And this one, I definitely like. It's very true because again, you go through these emotions like I did recently, and you even feel bad about going through those emotions. but it's okay once like you come out of it. It's like you deal with it, you learn new things, you process things. It's like coming out on another side, to be honest, as dramatic or whatever it sounds. It's like coming out on another side with just realizations and certain things. So our emotions can be too much at times, but it doesn't mean we're lost. And I love that. There's crazy, messy emotions just here to remind us that it's okay if we make mistakes, that it's okay if we're flawed, that it's okay if we don't always have it together, that it's okay if you're not the perfect person others always expect you to be. And I fucking love like I love that, and I truly believe that because a lot of times we're like, you can attest to it. You're like a strong beacon, like for a lot of people. You're like been my strength as well in
Mhm.
times. So a lot of people may look at you like just strong, 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 but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. So we are also people. We are also human, and it's okay to like have our moments of what people may call weak or we ourselves may look at weak, but it's not. It's just human. It's just life.
yeah,
And more, you don't have to pretend when you're with the right people. And this took me back more to when I was like a teen, developing and in high school, and I met a lot of people like this. You can have the weirdest preference in music, and you will still be loved and accepted by people who truly care about you. There's no need to lie about things. There's no need to pretend and make up stories. You're loved, you're accepted, you are celebrated for who you really are, and that's the most beautiful blessing. And we will find our tribe that will accept us no matter what. I think we found each other. You know
yeah.
what I mean? I go back to high school and I think about certain people, and I'm not gonna name drop or whatever because you never know who's lurking and wants to see. Oh, let me see what
Please
this bitch.
don't.
But like, I go back to certain people that used to lie, and I'm an intuitive person, or I was like best friends with this person in high school. So it's like, yo, I know you're lying. Like, why are you lying left and right to people to like fit in? But watching this movie, it happens. That's life. But
Yeah,
what we realize is, again, you're gonna find your tribe, and you don't need to lie to like fit in society.
yeah.
It's beautiful. I
I
again is
might
making
watch it just because of the message, because
please.
when it comes to younger like kids movies, they make it so
It's
full of like, I don't know, things that like a sense of humor for children, but then it always has like a lesson. But then there are sometimes where there are shows that can be like double entendre, and that's not for adults, and that's not a good look. Nickelodeon. But what you just said, the last bit that you said reminds me of the post that I posted yesterday on Instagram, and it was unfollow. It's about like growing apart from like a tribe and building it. Unfollowing people does not mean beef. Limiting access does not mean beef. Boundaries do not mean beef. Growing apart does not mean beef. Periods of solitude does not mean beef. Separate
mhm.
paths and doesn't mean beef. And we are not entitled to anyone's energy. Everyone is not mad at you. Sometimes I feel, and like you said, that I'm a beacon of like support or energy or whatever, but it's exhausting to be that. I'm being a beacon of strength is exhausting, and I find that like me, not socializing per se, but like my social energy is drained by the end of the day on a Friday, and that's why you know how I am on weekends. I
Mhm.
disengage, I unplug, I reset my battery, and it's very hard for me to like not want to. I set boundaries. For me, if I don't feel like dealing with something, I say no. As far as what you were saying about men's health and the perception people may have, you always, I feel like you put out a lot of positive content. I don't think people will be able, unless you are a sleuth and you got time and energy on your hands. I don't think people can navigate and see like when Charlie is down and out. However, it's not really good to constantly have that positive, 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 because it gives a connotation of just you being this sort of person that has no issues in the world when you are human yourself. This fucking reminds me of Britney Spears' Lucky. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah. Right. But it's Honestly, an amazing movie. I'm so glad I went to see it. I went to see it. I feel like when I needed it. It came out like 2 weeks ago. It's going in its third week, but I think everything happens in its timing and its divine timing and for reasonings. And it's an amazing movie, and I recommend for everyone to go see it. Part one is on Disney Plus. I recommend seeing part one. You don't have to see part one to see part two, but
Yeah.
like obviously there's gonna be a part three. It's gonna be like a Toy Story. I'm telling you right now. And we're gonna see her then when she's 18. And I think and I've seen a lot of comments too. I do want to see that part when she gets to that age.
Yeah.
Maybe at that point it's gonna be PG-13 because I mean, yeah, PG-13 because 18 now you're having sex, but I don't think they're gonna have that try to like navigate that storyline into a Pixar Disney movie. But no, she's watch part one first. It's obviously on Disney Plus. You could go log in. But yeah, and then go see part two at some point. Or I'm sure you could wait till like September. It will be on Disney Plus by that point. But at least you have seen part one. But moving on, also I went to see Chris Brown last week. And shout out to Chris Brown because the man one and one of the first notes I had, was he went on time.
Good
Literally
job.
on. He went on at 8:56, I believe. Because I look at the time. I always look at time and stuff like with certain things. He went on at 8:56. He had two opening acts, one of them being Ira Star. I thought he was gonna go on at 9:30, well after 9:30, but no, he went on at 8:56, and the man gave a 2 hour concert just full of energy. Like he was singing live. Listen, a lot of people may say what they say about Chris Brown, but the man put on a damn show. If you
I
go to
heard
see him,
some other shit.
what did you hear?
I heard that he was. Of course, I heard the perverted things. I heard he was bulging. Like,
So there's been some shows recently. He was in I forgot what show in Chicago, I believe, or something like that. And um, he like you can see his bulge because yes, there is a part where he's like in a harness because he goes from the stage to a stage B across like the audience. Um, to perform, I think "Take You Down." I love Chris. Could we say this real quick? Chris Brown has some good music to fuck to. Like he really does.
really?
Like seriously, you could create a whole playlist with just Chris Brown music to like. It's some good stuff. But anyways, he puts on a harness and listen. I mean, are we surprised that Chris Brown is packing? We know that. Like we know he is one. There's been pictures before already leaked. There was one that used to float around back when I was in my 20s. I make it sound like I'm in my 40s already, and I'm not. Well, I'm far away from my 20s. But that media takeout, I don't know if that website's even still out. But like, yeah, where he's like on a green, he's wearing like a green alien looking suit, and like clearly you can see his like perfectly. Like Chris Brown,
Chris Brown's leaks. I mean, his nudes leaked out years ago.
years ago, exactly. People are so
Rob sent
surprised
them
to
to
know.
me.
Yeah, people are surprised to know that he's packing. It's like, no, we've been knowing that. Like, there's been leaks from like you said, years ago.
Hmm.
Listen, I say this. That's why I know Rihanna went back a few
Okay.
times.
Anyways, let's get back to the concert because I'm
But
not
it was
saying
amazing.
no domestic violence for no dick. Continue.
But it was a great show. 2 hours went on time. Nicki Minaj, Madonna, learn something from the problematic man that they like to peg him as, which he is, but hopefully he's changing. But a great show, a great show. Golf claps to Chris Brown real quick. Golf claps to Chris Brown because it was a great show. We're gonna see him this summer. Money well spent. But with that being said, I have a game for you. I have a fun little game for you.
Okay.
I know. Since the dawn of our friendship, one of the favorite things we like to do during a cute little springtime, during a cute little fall time, is look at those bulges.
Oh Lord.
Hey, we're playing Whose Bulge Is It? I'm gonna give you a shot of some celebrity bulges, and you have to guess who they are. Easy
How am I
peasy.
supposed to guess if they're random pictures of people? I'm not gonna see their bodies. I mean, I'm
You
not
gonna
gonna.
see some torsos type of thing. You'll see, you'll see. So here we go. Good luck. Let's go. First one. Whose bulge is it? I'll give you a little hint.
Yeah, you need to.
He
First of all, is that you?
No, I'm not gonna put myself up.
I was gonna say because like I need a reference. Like how much
Okay, so he has this is gonna be easy, but he's in a band with two brothers.
he's in a band with two brothers. Why did I think of the Jonas Brothers? And that person looks a little too dark skinned to be a Jonas brother.
What's your final answer? And it has to be a if you think it's a Jonas brother, I need a name.
Nick
Other-
Jonas. He's the only one that got a Pete. Kevin
No!
Hart. Yeah, that is not. I'm this rigor Morris. This game is rigged. I can't even play this shit.
That's Kevin Hart. Wrong one. I knew that was gonna happen. All right, next.
Bitch, you don't even know who
He
these
was
people
on
are.
a, he was on a he was on a one of those shows that's like CBS, like one of those shows you like to watch that like figuring out who killed who. Type of
Oh,
show.
your twin, Shamari Moore.
Like twin, but yes, you got it, Shamar Moore.
Shamar. I call him Shamari. It's Shamari.
Whose goal is it? You like this one, a soccer player?
David Beckham. I know that's
Yeah,
happening
there
anywhere.
you go.
You think I'm his mistress?
Next, whose bulge is it?
The baseball player?
Let's go back to the drawing board of what you said. The first name you said earlier.
Nick Jonas?
Yes, you got it.
Okay,
There you
little
go.
wickets.
Next,
Thank you.
this one broke the internet, so you should know this one. Whose bulge is it?
The game. Who's gonna be
Yeah.
a baby daddy apparently now?
Have mercy.
That is
Next.
ridiculous.
Whose bulge? But they exist. Whose bulge is it? Disney star.
What show?
I ain't telling you what show.
Why?
No, I can't. I'm not. Well, he started off as a Disney star, doing
And?
a trilogy of movies.
Doing a trilogy of Zac Efron?
Yes.
Oh
Listen,
my god, I'm a genius. I know my shit.
white boy's packing for a white boy. And last but not least, I'm not gonna give you no hints because you just love this guy.
Because I love that guy.
That's all I'm saying.
I love many guys.
Many
No.
men. Many men.
No, give me a thingy.
I can't.
What industry?
Talk show host.
Andy Cohen?
Yes.
I'm a gay man, honey. I don't want to see no gay man. I did good, even though like it would have made more sense the next game. Actually, we'll talk off air. I have a game idea that I'm gonna like give to you, like throw it to you, pitch it to you, and then you pretend that you came up with it. I have a game for you.
She's giving production. No, but this is a fun game. It is not the first time we're gonna play it. I want to play it with our girl Barbie.
I do, but yeah, I do. That's fine. That's fine.
But listen, have you been listening? I'm hearing all this. It is getting on my nerves now at this point because I feel like we're back into 2000 and what was that year that the media was attacking? 2003 too. This whole Jennifer Lopez talk,
I can't stand her.
this year campaign, and now
I'm in the
this
train.
video of her flying commercial, like it's everywhere. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with you people? Like at this point, I started like, listen, I love Jennifer Lopez is Puerto Rican. I like her. You know, she's an icon.
Is she?
But this smear campaign, like lately, is just annoying. It's like annoying. It's like, wow, like this world and where we at, especially now with the internet, we just pick people every season or every few months that we just want to attack. And it's happening to her now with her marriage. It's happening to her now if she says the 25-cent juice. It's happening to her for flying coach. It's like, yo, it's annoying. The hate
I
is
I see that, but I also feel that people that we grew up enjoying listening, watching on TV, like stars like J Lo, the Justin Timberlakes, the Katy Perrys, I feel like they have this Madonna superiority complex where they are above anybody and they can do no wrong. And the one time that they get mistakes, they make a mistake and they get called out. It's like, oh my God, woe is me. Oh my God, everyone's picking on me. I feel like I'm in dodgeball. I'm glad that she's getting called out because, quite frankly, JLo is a fucking bitch. She is a bitch. And if you were to see and hear like the story times of so many people that have worked with her, people as low as assistants, public production assistants, little like interns, even up to higher people like directors and musicians, whatever. Then no one has nice things to say about her. Even most of the songwriters that wrote her songs that didn't get any credit for the songs on the six and This Is Me or whatever, they all have come out of the woodwork and said, yeah, we had NDAs, but working with her wasn't that great. She's very selective from what I see, and allegedly, because I'm not trying to get sued, she is very selective with who she's nice with, but ultimately she's very like snippy and like snobby, and that's
so.
not you.
My question is, would you feel any less of Madonna because throughout the years, a lot of Madonna is
Madonna is known to be, yes, Madonna is known to be very
right?
disrespectful.
Just because you're known to be that and that's your personality, it doesn't make it right.
I like Madonna's music, don't get me wrong, but her as a person, I think that she snubbed a lot of people. She's done disrespectful things. She was even disrespectful. She even bullied at some point J Lo. Marisol Patton from Miami Housewives brought that up. I don't think that is right just because she's Madonna, but I think that there's a difference in how Madonna does it in the sense where she's not out and about, where she's getting questioned. She's isolated. She's doing her shows. She's dancing or two-stepping on her shows with her daughters and her kids. Whereas JLo puts herself in these scenarios where she's out and she's caught being rude on camera to people. That's the difference. At least Madonna could hide her bitchiness. JLo cannot hide her bitchiness.
It's crazy because I guess it's like I know someone personally who
You're hold on, because you're coming in and out. So while you fix the audio, one thing I did want to say about her flying commercial, I agree. It's annoying that people are making a big deal about her flying commercial. Hey, she had to cancel her tour. Maybe she's saving her coins. However, I think I give her kudos for flying commercial because ultimately, isn't it bad to be flying private jets all over? Like that's fucking up the air, the pollution. Like Taylor Swift has been doing allegedly. I think that her flying commercial is not a big deal, but when she does things that are like kind of disrespectful and it's frowned upon, she should get called out. Everyone should get called out. Justin Timberlake, you should fucking get called out. The last time that you got drunk, you cheated on your wife, and now you're drunk driving in one of the worst highways to drive in New York, in the state of New York. He's a joke. All of them are jokes to me now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's getting on my nerves even.
I still can't hear you, but ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't think her getting a smear campaign done by her or her being told that she's rude or that she's a bitch and that she's not likable. I think that people should be able to give their opinions about celebrities. Just because you love a celebrity doesn't mean, or you enjoy their music. I've watched many J-Lo movies. I've seen a lot of J-Lo. I still listen to some of her songs. Like Waiting for Tonight is one of like a staple, but it's the personality. Same thing could be said for Christina Aguilera. Once Christina Aguilera felt the wrath of how disrespectful and how her personality sucked as a person, it overshadowed her music career and it overshadowed her likability so much so she wasn't selling albums. She didn't have a high following. Yeah, she has people like you will always hear people say like, oh, I loved Christina Aguilera, she has a beautiful voice, but does she have a hardcore following that actually will follow her like the Beehive? No, because her personality made her unlikable. There were many things that she did and allegedly didn't do that made her look like a bitch. When you have artists openly expressing how their disdain for you, like Pink said she didn't like her, and other people didn't like Christina Aguilera, of course, like fans are gonna listen to that shit. So
And Mary
no,
J. Blige, remember Mary J. Blige too?
yeah,
Yeah.
Mary J. Oh, she said she didn't like Christina Aguilera too.
Yeah,
That's
a lot
true.
of people. Valerie Bartinelli. I don't know if you remember that actress.
Oh, yeah, I remember her. Oh
Yeah,
my
she was
god,
at a concert. Christina Aguilera did one of those. Yeah, it's again Nicki Minaj. Nicki
you
Minaj is doing
attract bees with honey, sweetie, and it's not like that's what I'm saying.
right.
J Lo knows who to be chummy with and who to treat
Yeah,
like they're pieces of shit.
yeah.
Apparently, she has this thing in her writer where like you can't look at her, you can't talk to her. You
I
know
don't
who
know.
has
I
the
don't
same
know
thing?
Madonna. Listen, they're
Madonna.
both Leo. They're both Leo, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't like Leos.
They're both
Leos are
Leo.
terrible.
Moving on, not all of them. We're not gonna group play ball with that, but moving on. Listen, Pride weekend is Pride month is coming
Pride
to a
is
close.
came and went, huh?
Right, this month came and went.
Yeah.
This month came and went.
I hope, to be honest with you, I enjoy a good June, but I really want the summer to come and go because the way that this heat is like
Heaton.
lining up, the way that heat is heating, I just
Mm,
imagine August. I'm gonna be literally laid out flat, needing to be resuscitated from heat stroke.
listen, I just hope we get the weather that we get last year when we went to Puerto Rico. We get this year. Fingers crossed. It
To
wasn't that
God,
bad.
yes,
It was hot, pero enough hot, right?
yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't like horrible how it could be on an August in an island in the Caribbean. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's exciting. I'm excited. For the people who don't know, on the year anniversary of Melanie's first time in Puerto Rico
Oh
last year,
shit! It's literally around the same time.
literally the same time, literally the same weekend, literally the same weekend time. Yep, literally.
That's crazy. I'm
It's gonna
looking
be
forward to it. I think it's gonna be a different dynamic. It's gonna be more family oriented.
yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
Family, love, love, love. I feel like Teresa. No, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Yeah. I was looking at flights. I will say like there are not that many flight options to go.
Like what airline wise, right?
Would you ever fly Frontier? Is Frontier like worth it?
I say they're not bad. I've flown Frontier because of
Yeah.
for free for like a thing that I have.
Yeah.
They're not.
They have a good option, but it will
They're not, they're not a Spirit. They're above Spirit.
they're above Spirit.
And that helps.
They're above Spirit but below JetBlue.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think JetBlue, unpopular opinion, JetBlue is starting to turn to shit.
Oh my God. So some
I fly
no said the same thing.
I fly United for work. I always fly United and I love United.
No,
I
well,
don't know
United kills dogs too. Let's not forget that.
what?
JetBlue never killed. Well, maybe JetBlue has, but United has killed dogs and have had lawsuits. So.
They killed dogs.
Yeah, because they forced someone to put their dog in the cat up in the overhead bin, and the dog died.
That's terrible, but I'm too bad, so sad. No, I'm kidding. That's fucked up. I would never. I don't know. I would never do that. But me, every time that I fly United, I always have a good experience. Even when I've had cancellations and stuff, they've like paid it tenfold. I don't know if it's because they probably have a contract with my job, child. But I will say there aren't many options to fly JetBlue. There's a Frontier for those dates, but you fly at 5 in the morning and land at 9. What am I gonna do at 9 in the morning over there?
The reason for that is JetBlue has officially become the airline of Puerto Rico. I don't know if you knew that, but it has
I
officially become
didn't.
the airline of Puerto Rico. Yeah. So of course, yeah, the options are endless um, on JetBlue now, especially in Puerto Rico. So, but when I heard that recently, I'm like, my mind started running. Based in Puerto Rico, live in Puerto Rico, live over. Like my mind
Oh
started
my
running.
God, could you imagine?
Yes, yes, we'll talk. We'll talk about
Yeah,
it. But
bitch,
yeah,
I need a little beach home in Puerto Rico.
okay. Listen, my soul when I go there, I always is always thinking like, how could I do this? How could I do two dual places? And for it always does that. It always does that, and I'm gonna
You
make it
know, I
happen.
want to say, for the people that don't know, obviously you guys know that me and Charlie are best friends for a hot minute, but once upon a time, yeah, once upon a time, Charlie lived. I don't even know for how long, Charlie. What? How far? How long was it that you lived in Providence? Like you left New York to live there for a couple months or a year or so?
When I left New York to Providence,
Yeah. Or was it? Or no, there were a couple times you left to Miami. We won't speak about
yeah,
that. But when you left to Providence, we were in constant communication. And I felt like us living in separate states, separate cities, like I thought it was, I think I was kind of like not upset, but at first kind of like worried that, like, oh my God, our friendship is not going to be like the same dynamic, whatever. It was the best. I had somewhere to go. He had somewhere to come over. I thought it was great.
yeah, yeah. It's so true. But true friendship, and that's what I love about true, real friendship. True friendship, no matter how long or how much you speak, although we spoke a lot still, like through
Yeah.
text and voice text,
Mhm.
it's like it's that when you still come back together and it's not awkward and it's just like nothing. That's a
Yeah.
testament to friendship. And like I have that with you. I have that with Fernando. I have it
Mhm.
with I had Sean and even I had that with other people. But
I have that
yeah,
with
that's how you
Nicholas.
know it's friendship. That's how you know it's like when it's not that awkwardness. Like so, how are you doing? And it's just
Yeah.
like nothing. And I love that. I
I
love that.
love that, and I don't want one thing I do not like or appreciate is being felt like being made to feel guilty for not catching up or reaching out as much. If you know me, you know sometimes I disengage. I will say this to the death of me. There are times where I need my time and I don't want to be fucking bothered. The next guy I date needs to know that because at the end of the day, like you you have to be in a relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a full-blown relationship. If you don't allow the person to be themselves and come back to one, I like it's not gonna work. But
Come
that's
back
one
at
thing I've
one.
always appreciated. What?
I said, come back at one like Brian McKnight, honey.
Right.
Just don't deny your children. But
So
anyway,
speaking of back at one, do you want to play this game, honey?
let's play this game before we salute the people out.
All right, hold on. I'm trying. Let me see if I can. Basically, it's gonna be a bunch of questions. It's a game, you know, since it's Pride, and we like to talk about guys.
I had a
It-
feeling it was gonna be like
It's not
education
about pride.
related.
It's not. It's called Create Your Dream Guy.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, and you're gonna tell me your choices. Okay. Where would you first meet? At an arcade, at a nightclub, at a concert, or in a coffee shop?
My first boyfriend was actually at a coffee shop, so that's funny. Um, a club.
At a nightclub, you want to meet them? Okay. All right. What's he like? Is he kind, caring, always wanting to cuddle? Is he romantic, sexy, always up for a good time? Is he romantic but sweet, funny, and loyal? Or is he sporty, good body, popular, good looking?
That's too much. It's too much added.
I
Added
think
to
for you, as your best friend, I would say romantic, sexy, always up for. Well, no, actually,
I was
no.
gonna say
I would
that too. That stood out to me.
no. I think romantic, sweet, funny, and loyal. You need someone that's loyal.
Yeah, you're right. Although that stood out to me, that first one, the romantic, sexy, and always up for a good time, because it kind of matches my personality. But I'm also low. It matches. I'm also like, yeah. So yeah. Let's go with the
You
last
need
one.
loyal. Which one of these categories does he fit into? Is he a jock? Is he a player? Is he a cute nerd or is he popular?
Listen, I popular people. I've dealt with popular people, people that want to be popular. No. Um,
Do a cute nerd.
a nerd, no.
A player? No.
I want
A
to play it
jock.
either.
A
But a
jock?
jock is stupid too.
You can't do a jock, honey, because then you gotta play sports and you that's not your vibe.
No, but we could work out because I work out and I could do boot camp stuff. I mean, I play sports, but I still get nitty gritty with the workouts and boot camps and stuff. I can do that,
So jock.
and hikes and all that. So I would
These
say,
are these are times, so we gotta be quick.
all right, let's go.
What does he look like? Does he have a six pack, usually topless with muscles? Is he blonde? Blonde quiff? I don't know what blonde quiff means.
No
Blonde
blonde.
quiff, tall with blue eyes,
No.
cute glasses, brown curly hair, dimples, or bleached hair, piercings.
Dimples, curly hair, brown. That one, because when he smiles, I love good dimples. Mario Lopez, hello.
You don't mind a guy with glasses? Well, you can get him to get LASIK eye surgery like I did.
I don't mind. I wear glasses. I just don't wear them all the time. We could be nerd. We could wear glasses together.
All right, hold on. I think my website crashed. Do you hear the thunderstorms over
Oh yeah,
here?
it's happening over here. I think that's what caused our little delay on my end because it
Oh
started
no.
with the light, the thing. I have my
All right.
curtains open.
Next question. What is he like around you? Is he always kissing you and wanting to cuddle? Is he
Ooh.
always squeezing your butt and passionately kissing you? Is
Ooh.
lots of hand holding or tries to impress you?
All of the above. All of the above.
I don't I don't want someone to try to impress me. I want them to be natural. When you
Not
try
the
to impress,
impress, but that little pocket thing. But everything else, give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
there isn't you got don't be greedy. You need one
All right.
of these. I want
Okay,
to
so real
say
quick, what
always
is it?
always kisses me and wanting to cuddle, or always squeezes my butt and passionately kisses me. You need a
Always kisses
passionate
me and
kiss.
wants to cuddle. Oh, kisses me and wants to cuddle because the other one's still kissing but grabbing my butt. Grab my butt, yeah, but I love a good cuddle and I love to kiss. So yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that.
Which of your features does he like the best? Your butt, your smile, your eyes, or your it says breasts. This is for girls. Your pecs.
Well, listen, well, a lot of people do love Sam and Dean. They do. Um, I mean, but I've gotten that too. I've gotten smile, I've gotten eyes a
I say
lot.
smile.
I say
Eyes
eyes because
with the
eyes are a gateway to the soul in a sense. So smiling eyes for me because people say that a lot. I've always gotten, oh my god, you're beautiful. Oh my god, your eyes. But that's also what I'm attracted to in a sense, a smiling eyes. So smile.
which of these features of his do you like the best? His best piece, his
Oh
dimples, his laugh, or his eyes? I know you, bitch. You like his piece.
no, yeah. I mean, but
I know you like to be seduced with the eyes.
but I also love a nice smile.
Hurry
I'll
up,
go with
2 seconds.
smile.
There's no smiles, just eyes or dimples.
Eyes.
What's he like in bed? Cautious, careful, gentle, or loves you hard?
La 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 love me, la 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 love me, la 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 love me down.
How big is his smile? 6.5, 6, 7, or 7.5? Whoa.
No comment. Is what you do with
I'll
it.
choose for you.
Is that the last one?
This is the last one. What do you call him? Daddy, love, baby, or muffin? Like, hi, daddy.
But I guess out of
Hello.
that, baby. Yeah.
All right, Justin Bieber.
And that concludes Build a Man.
And that concludes your test.
My
You
Build a Bear, Build a Man, I think. That was fun. I
you
like that.
basically want a Prince Charming, but without the animated birds and royal drama. He's everything you've been hoping for: kind, sweet, good hearted, and always at your side. Trust is the foundation of any lasting relationship. And with him, you've got that covered. This man is like your personal safe emotional safety net. Bitch,
Oh,
I am gagged, gooped, the
I mean,
gall.
I mean,
And he's
I
right there to catch you every single time. Oh, so what's next for your fairy tale romance? First off, communication is key. Making sure you're sharing your own thoughts and feelings with him as openly as he does with you. Relationship is a two-way street after all, and while you're at it, sprinkle some fun activities you both enjoy. Threes. A love like this deserves to be celebrated frequently and fabulously. Let's talk exclusivity. Are you two official? If not, have the talk. All right, I'll give you the rest offline. But that
all
was
right.
cute, right?
This was a I was looking forward to the show so much, and I'm glad for the people who don't know. We usually have a little touch base pre-production, talk, chat, whatever. How was
Mm.
your day? But I'm glad today, just like we had to jump right into the show because it's exactly how I kind of pictured today was going to be. I was so looking forward to this podcast. Such a great way to close off Pride, June, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And just a good month. It's been a good month. Would you say
Mm.
today? What
It
would you
has.
give? 1 out of 10, 10 being the best, one being the worst. What would you give this month as we're ending it? Recording our last podcast of the
I
month.
would give it a 10 out of 10. I got promoted. I
Yes.
I like, this month has been great so far. And like it just went by so fast. And also I think, it can get redundant with like, oh, pride. But I feel like this month and this year, the message behind pride and like men's health has been a little bit more fluid, and it's not like in your face and seems commercialized as much.
Mm-hmm. Again, this for me, I summer sometimes can be sucky for me.
I love
Especially
summer.
if I had a bad like I continue going back to 2021, but I'm so hopeful, happy, um, optimistic. I feel rejuvenated. Oh Lord, yes,
Okay.
yes. As I speak, how
I
this
felt
summer
that shit in my chair like the earthquake.
it's gonna be a good summer. I'm excited about summer. Our trip that's we're shaping out, and just everything else in between. Guests that we have coming up throughout the summer that I'm lining up. It's gonna be a great summer. I'm out. I'm just happy. I really feel good about this year. Like this year, but this summer. So thank you guys so much. Our last show of June. Tune in next week for an all new episode. We're celebrating 4th of July. Thank you guys. You know what to do. You know where to listen to us, where to stream us, your favorite platform. Follow, subscribe, like all. On Instagram, we have so much exclusive stuff. The place to be is our Instagram, so you don't miss a
Get
beat.
an Instagram if you don't have one.
Right? Get one. And we are out. Thank you so much, guys. Love you, squirrel friend.
Love you. Me.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.